America. Here's South America, here's Africa, here's third world countries, and here's Australia. Now in the wintertime, the sun is out here making its circuit around the earth. And it never changes up its speed. It's always going the same speed. But being that it's further out, it takes a longer time for it to come back around. That's why in the wintertime, your nights are longer than your days, because it takes the sun a longer amount of time to get all the way back around. Now, as the months go by and it starts to get into spring, well, guess what the sun does? It starts to move back in on its circuit. So that's why, notice when the sun starts to move in, say this is the daytime in America, which is right here in the summertime. Well, you have daytime there. Well, check this out. In the spring, the sun starts to move closer in. So guess what starts happening to this continent, and this continent, and this continent? Well, it starts to get warmer because the sun's moving in. That would be your spring. So now, let me fast forward really quick. In the summertime, the sun is all the way in here. Now, that's why your days are longer, because it doesn't take the sun very long to get back around to you. So the nights are really short and the days are longer. Doesn't mean the sun's moving faster. It's just on a shorter circuit. It doesn't take long to make that circle when it's making a small circle. You guys see what I'm saying? So in between the winter solstice and the summer solstice, you have this in-between time, which is right in here. Well, in the summertime, it's really, really hot here in America. Okay, so in the fall, well, the sun starts to move back out. So this in-between right here, this is your spring and fall. This in-between time, when the sun starts to move back out, guess what? It starts to get colder because it's moving further away from you. Now, notice everybody's like, oh, well, the southern countries are always hot. Well, it's really, really simple. You got South America, you got Africa, and you got Australia, and it's usually always hot in those areas. You know why? Because they're usually always under the sun as it's moving back and forward on its yearly circuit around. Now, it's really, really simple, and that's how your seasons work. In the summertime, it's a small circle, just like this right here. That's why your days are longer and your nights are shorter. Well, when the sun moves back out, notice how your days start getting shorter. That's because the sun's starting to make a bigger circle. And then in the wintertime, your nights are really, really long and your days are short, because it takes the sun a long time to bring its light back around and its heat back around. But its heat is way out here, and that's why it's cold here in the wintertime. But say in South America or Africa, it's not really cold, no matter if it's here. It's always over these countries. Now, your midnight sun, which is a 24-hour sun, and I think that for 187 days, which is a little over 4 months, which makes sense. You know, a summertime is about 3 months, a little over 3 months long. So as it fades back out, now, here's my point. If you're in the North Pole has 187 days of daylight, okay? Well, it's really, really simple. Look at the North Pole. This is the North Pole. In the summertime, the sun's on its short circuit, so guess what stays lit up the whole time? Even though the other countries over here are dark and the United States is lit up in the daytime, these countries are dark. Well, guess what's still lit up? The North Pole, the Arctic. No matter where it is, its circuit is so short, it keeps it lit up the whole time. And then you have 163 days, I believe it is, of darkness in the North Pole in the wintertime to us here in the United States. So in the wintertime, guess where the sun is? It's out here. So look at the North Pole. For all those months, it has no light because the sun is out here making its circuit. As the sun makes its rotation, watch what the sundial does. What's it do? It tells the time, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. As the sun makes its circuit, that's how the sundial works. You see where I'm coming from? Now, when it's dark over on that side of the earth, it's light over here. You see, the sun has to make that circuit to make that sundial work.